for this thing. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. hang when I pull this thing. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you.
Holy Father, God in heaven, show your power, let it come for your kingdom and your honor, to your spirits and your son. Spread the up out, 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 spread the up out.
Oh, I think they hate me. My babe tea. Ain't no pardons in the garden if you snake me. You can't break me. Tryna chase me. When it's rocky, I move ASAP, you can't break me. I'm fine, I got my feet beat up. I ain't never scared, gon' put my heat up. I was outside and try no re-up. Where my ops at, God gon' eat up. Ain't nothing free us. Lock my family up, my mama told the judge he ain't no killer. It's all good, cause on that prison, he already preaching about the healer. Spread the ops out, now the cops out. Facing death, you wanna plea, but you can't cop out. Now you locked out, I promise my guy coming back when he do us a problem. Got his attention, but you don't want tension, you don't want the smoke, it's too late, you done got it.
Holy Father, God in heaven, show your power, let it come, for your kingdom and your honor, through your spirits and your son. Spread the ops out, spread the ops out, spread the ops out. Spread the ops out, spread the ops out, spread the ops out.
What's your intentions? I see your screws and your wrenches. You tryna break up the business, ruin my witness, spreading your lies and opinions. You don't deserve my attention. You's a pretender. We were so used to the code that my mama gave birth to a winner. Put all the ops on alert that we out in the trenches, and demons do not get forgiveness. Pray for repentance for all my family that's sinning. I ain't the truth, I'm a witness. I got some blood on my hands, some dirt on my fingers. You know that I gotta go get it. I gotta go get it. Lord help me kill all my demons. I look in the mirror, I seen them. I had to be in my forced to get an abortion. I pray when I die I can meet them. They want me cheating, telling me open my DMs, eat all this fruit that I'm seeing. I got some people in prison, I need to go see them. And work for the Lord, I would be them. Yeah, I know they won't catch me lacking. See me off in traffic, yeah, I'm packing. Got that apostolic batch, about that action. Keep them 223s, but Jesus my assassin. If you asking, I'm still 116 until I'm in the casket. I see my ops trying to pop out. They wanna pull every stop out. Wait till my guy spin the block and he let off the shots. He gon' air the whole spot out.
Holy Father, God in heaven, show your power, let it come, for your kingdom and your honor, through your spirits and your son. Spread the ops out, spread the ops out, spread the ops out. Spread the ops out, spread the ops out, spread the ops out.
All you bitches better know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you out the dark, I'ma spit your fucking check apart.
No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Hotep's Been Told You After Party. I am CannonHotep. Riding alongside me is my man Jay Pollon. What's going on, Jay? You all muted up? You still muted, yo?
I'm in.
There we
in.
go.
Can you hear me?
There we go. Now I got you. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream, guys. Let people know we live. You're catching the replay. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Rudy gonna say we late. I text HJ ass and say, yo, I'm starting at 9:30. I said, yo, starting at 9:30. You know them niggas is long-winded. Half the time they ain't stopping until like 10:45. So I was like, yo, I'm starting at 10:30. He was like, oh shit. I'm still trying to get Rumble up, god dang it.
Oh, you still trying?
Yeah, Rumble acting trippy.
Oh, okay.
There we go. There it goes. Coming up now. Boom.
I figured you were busy getting 10 different social media streams up and running.
You know how it is, Jay.
he got Twitch running, he got Kick running, he got
I'm trying to get everything jumping, gosh dang it. We need all the money we can get. Say no. right, Rumble is now
5.0
initiated.
is up.
Again, Rumble is now initiated. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Who's this,
Apple
yo?
TV,
Who is this? Says
Netflix.
lose weight, fat boy. Oh, that's your name. I thought you was being mean. Like, god damn, my t-shirt $1 though. Also saw the Senator Loki with 10 more donated memberships. I appreciate you, sir. Oh man, you guys are the real MVP. Y'all are the real MVP, man. Anyway, guys, it's been a heck of a day. A heck of a day. Oh man, how was your day, Jay?
Just the other day, watching the babies.
Oh man,
getting things, trying to do little things.
I feel
Same
you
old,
on
same
that.
old.
I feel you on that, man. Got more snow tomorrow. The kids got another snow day. Ain't a drop of snow on the ground yet. Ain't got a drop of snow on the ground yet. They already called like, yeah, so about school tomorrow, that shit ain't happening. So they happy. They are. My son over here, I think he playing some video games on the other side of me. My daughter upstairs cackling it up with her friends.
I
You know what
thought
I mean?
that he was. You said he was feeling sick the other day. He better.
Yeah. He doing better. He stayed home the other day and he was like had a little fever and stuff, but he good now. He good. He be shaking shit off, yo. You know how the young kids be shaking shit off. You know how they do, yo. Oh my gosh, like me, if I get sick from one of them, I'm hurt. I'm hurt for a while. I'm hurt for a while, bro.
Man, because you got that. What's his name? Fever delirium too, don't you? That's what I'm.
Yeah,
got.
I be getting that
I
sometimes.
got fever delirium bad if I don't want to get sick because that stuff is annoying. And then my wife's gonna clown me afterwards because I'm gonna be talking crazy. I'll be talking about where's the bus? I'm looking for the bus. Why was there a bear on top of the roof yesterday anyway? What's wrong with that animal?
Bruh.
It's
Man.
like, are you all right? What are you talking about? Bears on the roof?
Oh,
Like,
goodness
I
gracious.
know I'm saying some off the wall stuff. I'm like, never mind. It's just my fever talking. Don't even listen. Don't even pay attention to me.
Oh my gosh, man! I tell you. Anyway, so you ready to do this iPad goat thing later?
Shoot, it's gonna, man. My detail is so long.
Oh, where we need to get
What
cracking
time,
already.
What time you want to jump on it?
Oh, we gonna jump on this quick then. If that's the case, we gonna jump on that immediately. Ain't iPad goat on YouTube? We could talk about this shit on both streams, right?
You load up the iPad goat and let's knock this out.
Hell yeah, let's go. Here
You
we
need
go.
to be in the. Well, you need to put that in the title. We'll say Griffey season is here. But that iPad goat right there.
Yeah, you said so. That should be the good one right there, right?
Yeah, you run it in Is it the right one?
Are you talking about
Yeah,
iPad goat
right.
2?
The iPad Go 2. Yeah, run it in slow motion when you find the right one. Helio font.
All right, I'm looking now.
Run it one time for the audience to see.
All right, make
Those
sure
who
it's
have not
good.
seen it. The CG brothers. What the heck is that? I
Yeah,
don't think that's
that's
the
it.
original joint, is
This
it?
ain't it.
Or it might be
It look
somebody
like
else.
It looked like it.
It is. It's somebody else running it though.
Yeah, somebody else running it. I mean, as long as it's what it is, I guess should be good, right?
Uh-huh.
Who is it? He said, who is it supposed to be doing it?
So it just says Helio font before.
Okay, let's try that real quick.
All right.
Copy. Let me do that. At least somebody grifting off of it.
Yeah. We're gonna run it for the audience to see it and let's see what they make of it. Then I'll start breaking down some of the symbolism.
Yeah, we're just gonna rock with this one right here. I think we good. I think it's all the same shit. All right, guys. So this is what we're gonna do, right? I mean, a lot of people probably haven't seen this, right? We going straight
Right, they
Koofy
haven't
on
seen
tight right now. We going Koofy
Let-
on type off the bat.
Let's do it. Let's run it through. Run it through so the people can watch it and say, "Boy, that was weird." And then let's talk about it. And you're gonna have to run it in slow motion so we can keep pausing it because it flashes the little stuff real fast.
Okay.
Flashes.
About the
It comes. The stuff starts jumping on the screen pretty quick.
All right, we're gonna put you over here real quick. I'm gonna make mine a little smaller. Boom. All right, we good. We're gonna go full screen mode on this one.
All right, so a little introduction. This is iPet Goat 2. It's a CGI animated short produced by a Canadian animation studio that calls itself Heliofont. The short is the work of Esoteric and numerical symbolism, and it is also listed as predictive programming by the director who created it. It does have a lot of numerical correlations, and it does also follow English gematria. So I'll give a little brief summary or explanation of the numerics behind that. And when we get into it, it came out on June 25th, 2012. And the director himself said that it offers up a predictive programming view of different events that'll take place, including events that took place back in 2012.
All right. About to start this joint right now.
Let's go.
Let me know where to pause it, Jay, when you want me to pause it.
I'm running all the way through so the audience can see it. It's short.
Got you.
Change
Well, there you have it. Man, oh man, oh man. Take it away, Jay.
All right. So got it from the beginning. We'll run it. You got the slow motion thing, right? Or you can click the setting and click the slow motion so we can pause it or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. We'll start from the get-go, I guess.
I got you. Go ahead and mute this up. You want to play with the mute? You want to play with the sound? Sound still on?
Nah, you can mute it up. That's fine.
All
Where are
right.
we at now on this video? At the very start?
Yeah, we're going to the very start.
All right. And make sure that it's on a slow, because I know a lot of stuff just comes really quickly
Okay.
on this joint.
Got you. So you want to do like
Yeah, we'll just break it down like this. It's fine. There we go. Slow. Yeah. Playback speed. What is that? Like that.
what is it?
All right.
That's
Click
the-
up, pause.
That's the fast speed. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Put it in slow motion so we can catch all the little stuff. There you go.
All right. So you want to
Click
pause it here?
pause. Oh yeah.
There it go.
All right. What did you pause? All right. So that title right there that you see before you is the iPad Goat 2. It's conflated based on like 3 different elements that give you the iPad Goat 2. It's a play on the 9 Isaac Asimov short sci-fi stories that are entitled I, Robot. And that's where the I, Robot idea comes from, as well as the children's story, The Pet Goat, which U.S. President George W. Bush was reading along with a group of school children on that day in September. In English gematria, that title right there, if you type that in, I, Pet Goat 2, using those as Roman numerals, it's going to equal out to 666. The title I, Pet Goat 2 is also from the story I, Claudius. And that number 2 comes from the children's story. It's called Reading Mastery. The actual book was called Reading Mastery 2 and had those 2 just like you see. So that's where they get the title I, Pet Goat 2 from. So it's a callback to that day in September, and then a callback to things for the future. Because remember, this came out in 2012. Mm-hmm. And like you saw earlier, it does show George Bush Jr. So Pet Goat is often erroneously called my pet goat, but it's really the Pet Goat. And it was by Siegfried Engelman and Elaine C. Berner. It started getting attention, but that book started getting attention back in 2001 after President Bush kept reading the story for 7 minutes in that elementary class on the day of September when he was informed about the attacks. It's a story about a girl's pet goat that eats everything in its path, and the girl's parents want to get rid of the goat, but she defends it. And then in the end, the goat is a hero because it butts a car thief into submission. Osama made references to the book and the story in a videotape speech released in 2004, in which he stated that book the president had read gave the hijackers more than enough time to carry out our attacks. His full quote is, "But because it seemed to him, President Bush, that occupying himself by talking to a little girl about a goat and its butting was more important than occupying himself with planes and their butting of the skyscrapers, we were given 3 times the period required to execute our operations." I, Claudius is a book that came out in 1934. It's a novel by English writer Robert Graves, and it's written in the form of an autobiography about the Roman Emperor Claudius, the 4th Emperor of Rome, and his family kept him out of the public light because he was seen as a dunce. I, Claudius was seen as a dunce. That's where we also get the title I, Robot from. So during that time period, remember, George Bush Jr. was playing the character of a dunce. He was actually really intelligent, but for public's sake, he always had that same persona, just like in the story I, Claudius from 1934. Let's see. So that has the incorrect assumption on them. And we have in this scene right here where it says I, Pet Goat, I think the P and the T and stuff like that, they are also a number 6. And there's also 6 barbed wires that are around that goat. And it symbolically There's also those lights up there. Remember when the Super Bowl lights went out?
Yeah.
There's also a flashing of lights that when you slow it down really slow, I've kind of analyzed it before. The lights are kind of like these 6 lights, and they look very similar to the same lights that you see later on. This like is representative of like a gulag or like a FEMA camp or something like that.
Yeah.
State of FEMA equals 666 in Gematria 2, as well as 6 wires. And you have the 6 wires representing possibly representing the failures of man and the falsehood. Belief of or false faith in humanity that they've placed in. Now they've been subjugated to deal in this FEMA camp, and the area within this within the fence is the police state. There's a little symbol that's hard to see. Can you see the symbol that's on the box there? You might have to play it a little bit forward. I know a lot of it's really hard to see. Okay, so you see there's a policeman on the box that he's in the caged box. And also over his head he's barcoded. All right, there you can kind of see it. So he's got what's like a dog with him. There's a cartoon character of a policeman and a dog on his box cage that he's in.
Yeah, hey yo, my moderators, jump in there and take care of that, please. So go ahead.
Yeah, it's no problem. And so they were dealing with the ideal or idea of peace and security, and then they got placed inside this. This box. And it goes back to biblically speaking, because the director said that he was using this from Dreamscape. His ideas came to him from Dreamscape, or what he was having like a revelation through his dreams that all this manifested this entire cartoon. And so Thessalonians 5:3 says, if anyone is to go into captivity they will go. And you have the snowflakes in the background. They're like in the pattern of a hex or a hexagon, and they keep coming down, and you're going to continue to see those hexagon snowflakes throughout this little thing as well. So this imagery suggests that this FEMA camp is taking place in a winter time period, and then we might be seeing what those ashes might be is like maybe possibly nuclear ashes in the bell on his neck too. And I don't think this is an HD enough copy to see it, but there's a faint image of a face in it, and the faint image kind of looks like Kim Jong-un, but it's kind of hard to see in this one though. But if you look at it in some of the other pictures, you can kind of see a picture of Kim Jong-un in the goat's bell. Did you just want to say anything you spotted about this little image or any of that stuff?
No, I mean, the only thing that really stuck out to me was the barcode. You know what I mean? That's what really stuck out to me, and also the barbed wire with the gulags, with the you know, that's what really stuck out to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's confused goat.
Right, the winter time has come, so basically, like this goat, in this case, is representation.
And the numbers, what is that? Is those number 666 on that barcode, right? So it's really interesting.
There's a 6, so like when it says I pet goat, when you break that down, those letters are actually 6s, so it gets you the 6662 on those letters that he put in there. And then his barcode on his head, I believe, is also a 666. And so he's like caged. The goat is representing here caged mankind. He's kind of like the scapegoat, but he's humankind being as the scapegoat. So we can click forward again. And there he has in his eye, he's got a spiral in his eye too. So he's been like compromised, or he's been inundated, maybe even drugged. And then of course you get to this. This is just like, I believe this is supposed to be representative of a demonic stranglehold over the power of the S. The S symbol here for money is actually the serpent. And it also, there's blood on the hands. And this, I believe, is the elites behind the scenes, or the powers, the demonic powers above. So if you play on this one, it's this. So they're operating the strings behind the scenes, money and blood, or blood money and the serpentine beings.
You want to keep moving?
Yeah. Okay. Because it's going to lead down to showing that the puppeteering is taking place. And there's the puppeteered figure is Bush Jr. And he's like on the world stage. He's in the classroom. This is the classroom, I believe, that was the Day in September classroom. We'll pause on some of these ones in here. So a lot of these incidents on the chalkboard are stuff that had already happened. On the left-hand side, you have that hex snowflake, and on the what is that? The map, the school map. You have the remember that Mark Wahlberg movie that came out where it showed the gas thing exploded and stuff like that in the ocean and stuff like that.
Oh,
that's
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that tack is pinpointed on that map over there on the side before it even happened. And your hexagram snowflake right there, I think there's 6 of them. Each snowflake is going to be individual. Again, it's pointing to a lot of disasters coming in a winter time period again. And up above it, it has the all-seeing owl, or the wisdom owl. And that owl is sometimes called chaos, or the owl of chaos. And so the chaos owl is looking down on the U.S. map there. And we got into this earlier yesterday, was about the state or the continuation of government, or COG project. And then over there on the right hand side, you have the shark, the snake man, and the and I think it's the sperm coming out, and it's the three lines.
Yeah. You got the checkerboard floor that you see in the eyes of George W.
There's the up at the top.
I just seen that real quick. What was that?
So when he points up at the top is the illustration of man, and at the end of that illustration it comes to the so-called identity of enlightened man, or the man that's passed on. And I think that the clock representation too is almost like the doomsday clock. It's pointing closer, I think, at 2012, closer to doomsday occurring. And so you do have the evolution of man that was given by the Eurocentric secularists, created that back in the 1960s. Right. They designed that idea of that picture of a chimp becoming a human, or Homo erectus, and walking, but they didn't include in their picture, they never included enlightened man at the top part or portion. And then at the bottom you can see that it's evil backwards is love. So love gone wrong or gone backwards is evil. And it might also be something else that it's trying to say within that hangman that's missing his one leg, or he's got only one leg to stand on. You used to see that school is that building on fire as well?
Yeah, I do see it in the background. Okay.
The checkerboard floor. There's the right. So on the left hand, or on the right hand, there's a picture of the brain, and the brain is in 2 hemispheres again, just like
it's fractured, like the mind's fractured.
Mind is fractured, right? And because we operate on a paradigm, or that false paradigm, but our brain naturally associates that. So our left hemisphere operates on the right, and our right hemisphere operates on the left. Right brain functions consciousness and unconsciousness, and on one side is artistic side, the other side is the logic side. You get in with this left-right paradigm that also applies to politics. So they're giving us a clear example of the right hand side. We have George Bush. Left-hand side, we're going to have Barack Obama, but really they're the same individual. They're really just there, and it illustrates that because he morphs into him.
So somebody said something about the pins, right? So we got New York in this pin right here, I'm assuming, right? Then is that Oklahoma right there?
It might be. A lot of these events have already
so like
gone
the Oklahoma
down.
City bombing, then you got Louisiana. Is that? I might be wrong. Is that Louisiana?
We're looking back at 2012. So some of the pin events happened like right after. You had the that Hook school event, which this thing covers, as well as the Aurora thing it covers. And you have the one pin in Florida. You have the one pin for where that was not Valdez or whatever, that leak happened at that Texaco place or whatever that was. Louisiana, you have the Louisiana thing down there too, I think, pin marked. So there's different pins mark the different events that are getting ready to happen over the United States at the time.
Yeah, so,
or that led into them.
yeah. So I was about to say that's New Orleans. So you got the
Right.
levees that broke, right? You got 9/11,
Right.
and then you got Oklahoma City bombing. I'm assuming that's Oklahoma right there, just above Texas. I think that's right. So that's interesting. I don't know why it's a pin in the middle of the ocean though. Hey, what's off the coast of like Florida and Louisiana? Is that Cuba?
No, that's that. Like I was saying, that's that.
Oh, the Secor, not Secor. What the hell? The BP oil spill.
Right, the BP oil spill. This is prior to that BP oil spill even happening.
Okay. Got you.
That's why the director was like, "This is what I've made is predictive programming based on my dreamscape or my visions that I had, and I wanted to put this into an animated thing to show you what I believe is going to come to pass."
Interesting. That's interesting. Let's see. We can do that. All right, let me see. These people are tripping, y'all. I don't know why we getting all these bots or whatever it is all of a sudden. Hold the line, guys. Hold the line, guys. I appreciate you. So you ready to go again? You ready to keep going?
The oil spill, yeah, the BP oil spill. That's right.
Yeah, or the Exxon oil spill. It was the BP, then it was the Exxon oil spill. So yeah. It was the BP oil spill and the Exxon oil spill. So
I know she was looking. Oh, there's the dragon. So there's a year of the dragon symbolism for when the mind is fractured. You see that dragon over there?
Yeah.
So this is pointing to a zodiac of when this event is supposed to take place, and I don't know if that's already happened. What this director was trying to point at. There you have the checkerboard floor. And the checkered symbolism is like the white and the black, or the yin and the yang. And King Solomon, he had that temple, right? In the temple, they had a crossover. They were like, it's like the same thing that they have in the temples today at the elite. Have these same temples where you walk over the checkered floor, and it's supposed to be like you're accessing the dimension, the higher dimension, the lower dimension, just like the hemispheres of the brain too. Yeah, you can access the higher spirits, the lower spirits. You're coming into this plane of existence on this checkered floor, and that's kind of the symbolism behind it.
Got you. Got you. I appreciate y'all guys modding out, and you know what? The spammers, they helping with the engagement. Thank you. I appreciate you too. But get their asses about it.
If we talk about our pet goat too, or more often, because this thing right? Blowing up the chat. So there he becomes. He's morphing into. He give like the symbol when he does it, right? Like the snake symbol. This part right here. So he's morphed into Obama, and then when he winks, he has the crescent moon on his cheek. He also has the tooth of Dracula on there, because a lot of people don't realize this, but George Bush and Obama were cousins, and their ancient ancestor is Vlad the Impaler, who we get the name Dracula from. So they're just giving you a wink and a nod to that bloodline. That's a royal bloodline or a royal family. Okay. I think most people know that those are cousins. I think by now it's been out. And then the LOL is again 101. Again, it's the class 101 that popped up on his monitor that told him to laugh out loud. But that 101 is also Saturn, so it's the power of Saturn, or the hexcraft again.
I never noticed that watching this. I never noticed the prompter.
The teleprompter. Yeah, because remember Obama was always accused of using the teleprompter so much. Yeah. That was one of the big things that they were always on him for. They were like, why do you have to use that like nonstop? Like if it said LOL on it, you would do it, right? Like no matter what it says on there, you're going to do it. But he was really good at speaking. So this kind of represents how he had them tricked, how the public viewed them as being completely different when really they were completely and totally the same. Right. Two wings of the same bird, the right and the left. And here we get into now this is, I'm gonna go ahead and send you the little file, because this is from the director. Hold on. Let me send you the file real quick. This is from the director himself that he put this out. He put his own little breakdown on this one. Oh, I had it pulled up to send to you real fast. All right, there you go. All right, if you can you pull this up on the screen for a second?
Yeah. It's like okay, I got you. It's like a little diagram or something.
Yeah, it explains it.
Got it.
All right, so the director of this animated film actually is the one that put this out, because this is the only esoteric piece of work that's actually calling itself predictive programming. Movies like The Tall Target and Back to the Future and Matrix and all these other stuff actually don't claim to be predictive programming, but this does. This actually is the only one. So the director put this out, and he kind of has a breakdown of it. He's put in the sacred 13 over here for the buck, and this is the same buck that we saw represented in that movie Leave the World Behind. Okay. The stag, and the stag kind of represents the return of nature, or the return of the stag god. I think his name is Dionysus. So y'all could help me out in the chat with the spelling of that. Yeah, something like that. These are the bodies of the people that got shot up in that event. So this represents the event of both the Hook event and the Aurora event. Okay. And so this is the exit opening up over here, where that Joker character came in and blasted all these people. And these are the 12. These represent the 12 bodies of the 12 souls of those that were lost. The little apple she's holding, like I said before, was the sacrifice apple. The red coloring, when red, so Blood on the Dance Floor, Michael Jackson's Blood on the Dance Floor, he's in the red suit and he's on the checkered floor. And so the red on the checkered floor represents the sacrifice, or the blood touching the checkered floor. And when that happens, like, the spirit entities can cross over into our dimension in these rituals. And she is in like the CERN circle, but it's a circle made out of P. That yellow circle is representative of the golden dawn. When they say golden dawn in alchemy, that means that they had to pee early in the morning, and they used that chemical equation in the ancient period to try to figure out if they could turn something into transmute. The rabbit hole up above, of course, is Alice. The flower that that's gonna become represents the lily. And it's supposed to. What's the other one? The blood sacrifice. Emily, Alice Parker, the puppet with the LOL. I think he's got all the different stuff. So this came out prior to that, and he was saying that what it was gonna represent, or what it was showcasing, was a coming sacrifice event that was gonna take place. And then, of course, it did.
That's interesting. This is crazy, and this is from the director.
That's from the director himself.
Wow, and he got that's crazy. All right.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's Canadian. Lefebvre, something like that.
Oh shit. Play a little music with it.
It's so yo, Kenny.
Got it.
So his boot. So he's got the silver tip boot, and he's actually, his boot is over the money, or it's over a coin.
Oh, coin, yeah.
So he's got his foot on the economy, and it's remember, he was responsible for the No Banker Left Behind transactions that took place between him and JP Morgan. Okay. And you have Lily, or the sacrifice, has offered up this new branching flower. What is that flower? It's called the lotus. Those are lotus eaters. This represents back again the two hemispheres of the brain as well, with these two halves of the apple. And there's some more symbolism behind it in there too. We can go forward.
And why is it making him sweat? Like he nervous.
The time is because now the time is near. So the time is near so when he came in, the deception was he was going to be the great uniter. But 2012, that whole time period basically between him and then 2012 and 2008, then he became what like Alex Jones was talking about, the great deception, the great deceiver in a lot of ways. And a lot of people then became divided. So we're getting closer to experiencing our civil war, which comes up in this next little clip.
Okay.
I'm there. So you ready? All right. So there you see our civil war has begun. It's winter time outside. There's Psalm 20 in graffiti on the school building outside. Everything has begun to freeze over. On the clock tower up above is that symbolism of the time is up. It went from doomsday to now doomsday's here. Okay. And now they're in like a nuclear winter has taken place. America has become divided, and there is most likely a civil war taking place. You can see America has split in two. With that flag, the flag being broken in half, as America has now split in two in this future event after Obama.
So I'm assuming that's supposed to symbolize the Twin Towers, right?
And this is, again, it's another repeat, like kind of like the day after tomorrow. Remember the day after tomorrow, everything was in ice. Yeah. And this is like after Obama, another repeat of our day in September is taking place in America. And this is two towers coming down once again. And this looks like it's New York though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It kind of give me that. It's like that feel like it's 9/11. Let's see something. Keep going.
All right. So then you had the man falling, just like he did on that day in September, falling again. So he was taking his own life just then to avoid all the destruction.
Falling. Yeah, the fallen man, right?
See him? Yeah, the fallen man. Yeah, he's taking the fallen. Again, and it's like biblical too. It says, pray that all this will not take place in the winter, Mark 13:18. And then you see it's representative of the winter out here. And there's like this oppressive police state that it began with. Hold on, let me see if I got any other notes on that. So we go, like, remember there was the barcode on the head of the goat. Yeah. It could also be like the biochip technology has been introduced too. The goat represents humanity in that scene when the boxed in goat. So that was supposed to be humanity as a whole. And then he was being tracked. And just like they had these chips out here that track animals and cattle and goats currently, they have biometrics and different ID chips. So that coming chip technology is going to be arriving.
So that's supposed to represent the burial at sea for Osama?
Yeah, and he's basically still alive in this. And then you see, if you're up close on his jacket, he has it's that alphabet agency's emblem on him. So he's just there he is with it. You see it? Yeah. So he's also given the angel wings or dark angel wings.
Because so he's a martyr.
Yeah, like he's the martyr. So this is his, not necessarily his physical representation, but his martyrdom representation as a dark angel, still existing through the setup via the alphabet boys to continue these events in the future, to bring those events back again after Obama. So America splitting in half and then more towers falling and stuff like that could indicate that we're going to experience something again just like that all over. And up there at the top you have the crescent moon coming into play.
What's up with the beard, with the fire, with the flame?
I think that it's representing the meteor, like the meteors hitting the earth, I believe, but I could be mistaken. I thought that could possibly be the symbolism behind it. I thought that when Obama's stepping on that coin, I believe he's also stepping on the fate the fate of economy and the lives of like everyone that's at stake. That's the Statue of Liberty. You had the Statue of Liberty there, and it was on the Davidic star.
Yeah, or the Seal of Solomon, right?
Which is also a hexagram, or a hexing symbol too. And I have the other little slide here I can show you real quick.
Okay.
How's the chat living?
It's good so far. They holding it down. They holding it down for us.
They maintain.
they whooping the spammers ass right now.
Is Jonah in here? I haven't got to see everyone's interpretations
just yet.
So this is some of the symbolism like that it goes into. If you've ever looked at Google's alphabet, it has that blue versus red symbol right in there. Yellow represents the air, and the water is represented by the blue. The green is the earth, and the red is the fire. And when you take those little symbols that make that little hurricane, it was 666. And then the Davidic star does the same thing. It's an upward triangle and a downward triangle. And it's the same symbolism that you see whenever, Jay-Z and them got their hand up with the upward triangle. Yeah. Or you see Meghan Markle and those other people with their hand down to make the downward triangle. So it's just a part of this kind of like this symbolism that they hold up or hold as a part of their symbolism. When it does have the 6 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, gets back to the 6 points.
Gee.
So there's this ancient story of is Orpheus, the lion god born of the egg. I don't know if you recall some of that, but it's an ancient story about how there's this figure that's born out of this egg, and he's like the lion god. And in this, when we had like this serpent character watching over, taking care of the egg, I think that's indicative of like this beast symbolism, or the child, the future child king of this falling apart world that's going to rise up.
Gotcha. And okay, so you had that, and you had the symbolism of the child being born with the serpent wrapping around that, like you said, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like, so it's supposed to also, I believe it's like the paradigm of where they have a globalist media, because out of that snake begins to come like these images of the media. So both groups are like servants to the same hidden workings of double speak, or meanings of different things behind the scenes. So saying one thing but meaning another. This is also, you see here, he's wearing the red, the gold. So he's like the golden child, and it's like similar to that story in the Golden Child movie that we saw with Eddie Murphy before. And so he represents that golden child, or that figurehead child that's going to come into the world and be imbued with a lot of abilities to do different things. And this serpentine being is controlled by the like the money and stuff like that. He's like a spirit of money in this situation. Man, you could see like he's got the dollar symbols on him and stuff like that, and the all-seeing eye upside down in his beard, and gold on him. So he's like the foundation of, and when it looks, his one eye is like crooked. So he's like the powers behind the scenes, or the TP, also known in the secret society or mystical schooling. And sometimes that symbolism is displayed as crows. And when you look at old pictures, they'll have like 6 crows together. And crows means a murder of crows. So that crow symbolism will pop up here shortly too. So the white representing peace, and then so the enlightened man here, the Christ-like figure, has come to start redeeming, and the time for peace is over. This is it. So now it's all war from here on out. It's game over. So the peace, it's like God's hand is being lifted off the whole situation, and then the dove of peace is he's just snapped out of existence at that point, like the Thanos snap. That's the oil. So this also is another tale of the women that go to get their oil. There's several different versions of it. It's in Muslim and Christianity, and then some variations of it, of the women that go to get their oil, and the oil has run out, or there's not enough oil left. And also, whenever those drones or those spaceships flew over and started bombing everything, they were in the symbol of the compass, of the Masonic compass, really. So it's telling you that if it's aliens, or if it's drones that are flying over and start bombing stuff, that again it's not from an outside source. It's really just from within, and that those are actually the leaders of those things that you're seeing. When you saw that part, right, where that compasses come over and start blowing up everything.
Yeah, it looked like stealth bombers, right?
Yeah, they did, but they were the what is that called?
The Masonic.
Yeah. They were there. This is the good that gets into the in Africa, how they have those children warriors that are programmed to be killing machines. And he's shivering during this, what's obviously winter has affected the entire world. So we're looking at this as a nuclear winter has taken place. And that child warrior in Africa is feeling the effects of it too. I think this. So
what is this?
I think this represents the Valdez, and I think it represents Venezuela and them and those other countries that are under the sickle. Because what he was holding was like the sickle and the hammer, and he's being drowned out in the sludge of it all. And I think that it's the falling of the South American countries that no longer had access or control over the oil and things going on in this scene. This is so that just represented Asia, and Asia is now at war, and she was waving the flag for surrender and peace, kind of like that the Tiananmen Square guy.
Oh yeah, Tiananmen Square.
Trying to come against the tanks, and this area and through here too is like that. It's supposed to be, I guess, semen is on the snow there.
Oh shit! I see the blocks.
Yeah, the blotches that you see there, and then up above is like the entrance into like a womb. So it's been corrupted. It's trying to indicate that Asia's population will start to dwindle suddenly, and it's being corrupted in the sperm itself, and it's not getting into plant the egg or plant the seed. And when she's flying this. She's flying this flag, right? The white flag. Yeah. And she's trying to say surrender or stop to the powers that be that are on this war march. But then death behind her, death of this new year, she's on her back is the year of the tiger. So this event is going to take place in the year of the tiger in this storyline that he's presented to us.
That's what
Shiva, one of those characters. So it's various different characters that do that entire dance that they're doing. You also see like the Kachina doll in this thing as well. So they're doing the dance of like the end time thing. Basically, all the worlds are coming against, and then the enlightened man has come, and fire is coming out of him, and that's the Christ-like figure arriving on the Anubis boat, and we're gonna see a rapture event happen. He's a fisher of men, so the fish are gonna leap into the boat to be taken with him as he comes through. This is the end of this basically next part represents the end of the Roman Catholic Church. It's at its end too, and I'm not sure the old lady represent exactly. If you guys in the chat know precisely who she's supposed to be, who's locked away in the tower of the Roman Catholic Church, which also is a phallic looking symbol in this image here too. Too, the list of that 4 pinpoints on the map. So it was Oklahoma City bombing, April 19, 1995, New York, September 11, New Orleans, Katrina, April 29th, and in the Gulf of Mexico oil spill. And in the each of the snowflakes represents a magic hexagram, which in gematria equals 666. Solar seal, which means the seal of the sun, or the magic of the soul, was also symbolic of those snowflakes, or the 6 points and 6 pyramids, or the star hex. So it equates back to King Solomon, Saul meaning sun, where they used to say in the ancient period, Sol means sun and Mon means moon back then. And it's indicative of gnosis or hidden magic that can occur. They utilize both the shapes, and we got into alchemy. And the young man in the twirling, he's called a twirling dervish or darvish figure. And those you know about those characters too?
I've heard it, but I don't know about them.
All right, yeah, it's like a part of the ritual. It just represents like the coming, or so earlier when we saw the spiral. So it's like things are spiraling towards one end, kind of like a hurricane is taking place.
Yeah, Jabbar, it's called iPad Goat 2. Name of the video.
There's a lot of stuff to break down in it because it pops a lot of stuff so quickly. Lily. And so this scene right here. So this scene right here is taking place when we're going to see the zodiac represented in the star pattern is taking place in think it's Aries in the zodiac sign. We'll have to look at it. So it's specifically trying to tell us what year these kind of events are going to go down in. But it's, you can see the Scorpion, you can see Aries, you can see this different symbolism in the sky. And at this point, the asteroids are hitting the Earth, and they're going to be leveling everything. And this is it for Earth. Enlightened Man has already come to take back his fish, which were the ones that jumped in the boat. So this is the end of the end times here at this section, and no one's left.
Everybody, nobody got out alive. Is that like the sign of the church falling? Like,
yeah, the falling of the church, the great falling away. Yeah, the great falling away is taking place as well, and that's the Roman Catholic Church is no more. And now the new church is this body, the spirit body of enlightened man. It's the new world has began at this point, I guess you say. You see the Egypt?
Yeah, I seen it.
See Egypt
like an
is
asteroid
even falling away.
Yeah,
the asteroids are taking out everything.
Jamie Gardner in the building. We watching iPad Goat too. Man, that's like when I first seen that. That shit scared the hell out of me, Jay. So tactical, I told you yesterday, Tactical Toolbox had popped that up a couple years ago. I'm gonna say like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I watched it. He was like, watch this before it gets taken down by YouTube or whatever. So I'm watching it. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, now I didn't catch the symbolism like you did. I mean, I knew it meant something. Like, I saw all the stuff on the surface, right? Because I'm not, well, I wasn't at the time, versed in, I'm not even versed in gematria now, but I didn't know what it was. I just knew that what I was watching is like it had, these events, but it seemed like they were all by design, I guess you would say, or orchestrated. It was just real interesting with the kid and the serpent looking like casting that despair, you know what I mean, into that kid's head. You had the
right, and that represented the club of Rome. Okay, and how so for the documents of 2030, 2050, and 2066, the Club of Rome established these different guide points to us to get to where we're going to be under like this cashless system. Okay. And so the cashless character that was floating around his floating head was trying to indoctrinate the golden child to believe in these principles or guiding principles of like what will be the future CBDC or future cashless society, and they're telling everybody once we get to this point, we can truly have peace, and you can believe your faith in humanity will be restored. And about the Club of Rome's doctrine, which is like the 2030 agenda, this character named Taylor, I misplaced it. Anyway, this character named Taylor, he had wrote about it, and he had said that they're going to do all these things. They're going to bring about a program, systematic system or series of wars and calamities until everyone has earned their objective, which is an exhausted world willing to accept anything in order to have peace and security. And so that's what Hierophant's video also shows you, is a completely exhausted world that's like yeah, we need this cashless system because maybe that'll stop all these wars at the same time. Because if we do, then maybe we're all on the same playing field. We all have the same language. Maybe we can all start speaking the same language, doing, believing all the same.
Uh-oh. Jay just cut out. Jay just go away. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Dang. Damn, Jay. You back? You went.
I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yo, you just froze and went away for a minute. For about 30 seconds. So.
Okay. So there was just saying like Taylor Caldwell. He wrote that the plotters of this agenda will have the world willing to submit to a planned Marxist economy and total meek enslavement, all in the name of peace and security. And then biblically, of course, it always says peace, 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 but there shall be no peace in those end times. Right. And then you see the traveling tanks in that one scene where they think, oh, maybe we can stop them this time, wave the white flags, we surrender, don't have a war. But then this war is also taking place in Asia. You see South America represented with the sickle and the stone when that guy goes into the toxic waste. So we know that there's going to be like some kind of a toxic waste event that takes place in South America, if any of this supposed to come true, based on his dreamscape or his dream visions of what he thought that would take place through his iPad Goat animation.
Fresh Mike said the music is scary in that video too. You gotta have the dramatic effect music, man. You gotta have the right music. That music, it keeps you captivated. You scare the shit out you, don't it?
That's what works on like TikTok and Instagram, isn't it? Yeah. They always be like,
the epic music. You know what I mean? We did it yesterday with Jonah's AI story. We put a little epic music behind it as I read it. It works. It keeps people captivated. Not to mention there's great animation. The symbolism in there just keeps people there. It's a lot in this thing. Like, man, I wish more people knew about this video and watched it and understood what the fuck it was talking about. You know what I mean? It's a lot of
information to try to.
It is.
If I really dug deep, we would be here for like 3-4 hours if I gave you point and reference. How those people be like, source. I'd be like, okay, source. Taylor Caldwell's 1970. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would want to do that? I don't want to sit here and pick it apart that deep. Or Clifton Ortiz, if I start dropping names and books and where some of this information or symbolism comes from. I think that there's a book out, The Bloodline of Christ, and other stuff about Merovingian, how do you pronounce it? Merovingian deceptions or whatever.
Merovingian? I don't know.
That's it. I'm really not really sure because I don't understand the spelling. I've read the books, but I don't know what I never heard it.
I just heard the name Merovingian. I don't know if it's the right name, but I heard it in like the Matrix, Merovingian.
And then that one scene was neat because they had Obama's little dragon tooth or Draco tooth of like Dracula, and that gets back into like the mixed Nephilim seed theory that these people are bloodline Nephilim, and that's why they're so freaking tall because they've got that Goliath genes in them to this day. Like they would have been like their ancestor would have been Goliath or Og, or these different characters that were giants in the Enoch days. And I think that was kind of a cool little side note in there. Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods is another term for those people.
Mr. Street said you had to be on that good to make a video like that, or they are a non-foot alien. I mean, yeah.
Look how freaking tall. What's his name? Barron Trump is like 8 foot tall, and
something crazy. He just descended to something. Gosh dang it.
He's the descendant of Cain and Nimrod. Doggone it all. Goliath and all them.
Make sure I get those likes up over on YouTube. We had 65 people. We got 35 likes. Let's get 65 likes, guys. Let's get me 65 likes. Help me. God damn it. We got 28 people watching over on Rumble. We have 4 likes, I think. Let me just double check that. Wow, we got 6 likes. Come on. 28 people and only 6 likes. People over on Rumble, they like to be lurking. But come on, guys. Let's get those likes up.
I got this little alternative story here. According to Sharon K. Grossman, According to alternative historians, the IgG are the lesser-known gods who were ancient aliens who long ago swore an oath known as the Blood Pact, which required them to practice incest in order to preserve their blue bloodline, which is where, according to these New Age groups, the term blue bloods actually derives. So that's an interesting part of what some people believe that blue bloods, the terminology blue bloods comes from, and not just the idea that the incestual relationships led to people having bluish skin on the outside, which I guess that did happen during the Dutch and the some of the other Cromwell periods in
That's interesting.
Europe.
Man,
Did you read the Book of Enoch?
kind of, sorta, kind of, sorta.
When the number of humans had increased, so too did the beauty of the daughters of man, and soon the Igigi became known as the Watchers, or literally voyeurs. So I think that's where we get our all-seeing eye, the peeking eye, that's a seeing eye, is through the Igigi. And in one iteration or one ideal, that could be very well where that concept originated from, is when the Igigi were spying, or they were called the Watchers in the Book of Enoch, and they were watching women bathing and stuff like that, but they were like alien-like beings looking at people, keeping an eye on them.
Keeping an eye on them, all right.
Yeah, bunch of weirdos.
Keeping an eye on them, all right.
Oh, it's in Genesis too, Genesis 6:1. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and the daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. There you go.
Oh man, like I said, I wish more people would watch stuff like this. Watch these streams. They learn something, man. They learn something. They might fuck around and come out on the other side like, you know what? If we keep, in this bread and circus they call election season and this and that, we're gonna march ourselves into an early grave. We're gonna march ourselves right out of extinction. You know what I mean?
I thought that was kind of cool about the left and the right, and how in the video it's really showing you, even with the brain and the brain being split and stuff like that, it's showing you how people fall for one deception and then they fall for another deception, and then they're just going to keep falling for the next deception and they're waiting for that next Messiah. Like you see in the video, they're waiting on that golden child to come, but the golden child was already trying to be controlled by that system of money and pollution in his mind. Right. That golden egg boy.
Yeah.
The cracked egg head.
Right. Fractured mind. Just like we saw in the picture inside the classroom. That kid had the fractured mind with I guess you would say Satan, I guess the serpent would represent, putting negative thoughts into his head, doubt, because you can see he was tormented. He was tormented by whatever that was saying, you know what I mean? And then at the same time, that serpent, the head was in the shape of what? A TV.
You're right. And that's what we always watch. If you always got the TV on, you're going to always be believing these strong delusions.
And what TV sells is fear. Sells fear and doubt, and that's what that serpent was selling that kid.
Yeah, facts. The fear and doubt from the TV.
Rudy said, "What are you doing to us?"
Then we had that Queen verse, that I am immortal, I have inside me blood of kings, I have no rival, no man can be my equal. That goes back to these bloodline rulers they have inside them the blood of kings passed down to them from these Nephilim empires, or these giant-led empires of like Gilgamesh and Goliath and Og and these other characters that were supposed to rule during these Enochian times. And if that's the case, then they carry that bloodline or that Nephilim seed line all throughout time, just like King Nimrod, who in the old period was said to have been raising up the Tower of Babylon.
Jabari says the NBA is full of Nephilim descendants. I mean, you ain't got a point. Mr. Street says people still call us conspiracy theorists even after everything that is going on. That's facts. That is. People don't want their belief system broken. People don't want their belief system broken. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Rudy said Goldstein is a Nephilim. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, man.
Is Goldstein pretty tough?
I don't know. I guess they saying they see pretty tall. I don't know.
What's up?
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go ahead and open the phone line for Rudy real quick. Open the phone line up for Rudy real quick. Give me a second. I got you. See something.
I wrote a whole bunch of good stuff on here. A lot of it is stuff I can't repeat in today's day and age. I'm breaking so much information down in this little notes of mine. I was like, oh, holy cow, Jay. The heck?
Hold on, I got you, Rudy. All right, go ahead, call in, Rudy. The phone line is open, sir. Phone line is open, but yeah, I mean, oh man, I don't know. It's interesting to me. This is really interesting. Stuff like this interests me because it's like that. You know, people they're trying to warn. We're trying to warn people. Period. We're trying to warn the masses. We're trying to warn the willfully ignorant to not be willfully ignorant. You know what I mean? But they can't help themselves. They can't help themselves, Jay. Rudy, what's up?
What's going on, man? Yo, y'all. Jay got too close to the sun with this one because the damn CIA, the damn bots were going ape shit earlier, dude.
Every time we get on some serious shit, that's what happened in this chat, yo. Every time we over the target, every time we talk about something, it go nuts.
Anything, man, and every time y'all touch fire, man, I mean, like, I've seen it happen to AK, but they definitely, I mean, not like this, man. Not like when you guys get on something hot and beat, dude. They just, God damn it, and they keep coming. They kept coming and coming and coming, man. Pause. But they wouldn't stop, dude. They would. And I just have one critique, man. I got one critique.
Shoot.
The man's name is not Barack Obama, man. It's Barry Soetoro.
Soetoro?
I want it. Soetoro, dude. Listen.
Right.
Has anybody ever seen Judge Joe Brown's breakdown on Barack Obama, man?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen Judge Joe Brown break down Barack Obama's family life, where he comes from,
right,
who he's related to, and his real name, dude? Has anybody else besides me ever seen that?
I never seen that. You gotta shoot that to me. I've heard I've heard everything, but I've never seen Joe Brown's breakdown.
Dude, man, Judge Joe Brown breaks that shit down like, man, there's like a third. I'll find it, man. I'll find it and I'll get it to y'all somehow. I'll get it to you on Twitter.
Cause I know Jonah got the whole shit.
That's what I was feeling. I was feeling like Jay was channeling his inner Jonah tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? But, man, good breakdown though. Way to catch all that symbolism in there, man. Way to catch all that symbolism in there, Jay, man. Much respect, man.
Oh,
much respect, dude. That was a nice fucking presentation, man.
Yeah, when it comes to that gematria and stuff, Jay know that shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, man. That stuff is real, man. It's real, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's real, man. It's real.
Jay called
Jay, you coming to the Grizzlies?
Oh, no. I won't be able to. I got to watch the kids. I'd love to.
Jay called the Maui fires. Jay called the Maui fires based off of that Jason Aldean video.
Before that, I'll call the next prime minister. What was it, like a year ahead of time? I called the prime minister of England. I said it was going to be that Rishi Sunak guy, and I even told y'all what day it was going to be on, and I was right about that too, down to the date.
I wish I could break down the numbers like that, man. I know the elites roll in that shit, dude. They roll in it, man. They roll in those numbers, man.
Yeah, I think that they do. They're on that chess level with that knowledge of how to manipulate the next thing, and it's harder for us to catch it because just like in this video, a lot of stuff just goes by so quick. It would be really hard to, even for me, it's super hard to catch everything. I can't catch it all, you know.
Right, because like, have you ever seen The Wall? The Pink Floyd's The Wall?
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can catch symbolism all throughout that, but it was all symbolism of shit that already occurred. You know what I mean? It wasn't like predictive programming. But if you watch The Wall, like there's so much symbolism in that, man. But man, I just want to shout out, man. The after party was jumping tonight, man. The damn chat was on fire.
Yeah.
Chat was on fire while we were waiting for you, dude. But Dan, you got close to the sun tonight, Jay, because the bots were out, bro. The bots were out.
Oh, they came out of everywhere. We even had Joe Biden in the goddamn place.
Yeah, I know this is it. Uncle Joe came over, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But every time that happened, every time we get like one of them Joe Biden bots, that's what happened. That's when you know I'm like, oh, here we go. And if Joe Biden bot didn't come in until I changed the title to the show. As soon as I changed the title to the show, the iPad GOAT breakdown. That's when everybody started running in.
Oh, I see it. So this is why I was like, they're coming in here for the next because we're on a different topic. We're on some higher gnosis level stuff. And they're like, we ain't about to have that.
They kept coming spewing hatred quick, dude. I was like, man, I threw it in the chat. I just got called into it though, man. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go to Newport News, man. I gotta go to Bad News to get one, man.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. Man, let me tell you about last Saturday night, dude. I was pulling one. Shots rang out in the project at Portsmouth. I hit the ground. The girl sitting in my tow truck, like, what are you doing? I said, lady, if you see me hit the ground,
you hit the
better
ground
hit
too.
the goddamn ground. And she was like, is it that close? I was like, oh, hell yeah.
Jeez.
She's looking at me like I'm crazy, dude. They were ringing out the other night, man. But I just want to say good show tonight, fellas, man. I'm in here watching, but I got a long ride to go get one, so I can't chat, man. I appreciate the phone call. Hotep, Bill, love y'all, man. Can't wait to the Grifties, Cannon. Can't wait to the Grifties. Jay, I'm going to miss you there, bro. I wish I could meet you.
Hey, appreciate you. Your words of wisdom in the calls and in the chats, they really spoke to me, and I've been inspired, and I appreciate all your good thoughts and all the positivity that you brought to the Hotep Nation. I greatly appreciate you, man. God bless you.
No worries. God bless both of y'all, man. I'm out, brothers. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill, bro. That's what's up. My man Rudy on the check-in. Retro Neon with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you.
Pause.
Oh, say pause. I gotta get, you know what? I'm gonna redo my whole soundboard. He says, Jay, are you saying the left and right brain represents the left and right politics too, or no?
Yeah, basically. I mean, we kind of conflate with our conscious and our unconscious. So for a lot of people that don't try to delve deep into it, if in the political sphere we're given red versus blue, we're given in America, especially the Democrats or the Republicans, and then you have to choose between them. You're basically choosing or splitting within your mind, at least, right? Which target, which color, group, gang, your affiliation you're gonna join in with. When in reality, they might just be, like that old saying goes, two wings of the same bird. And I think that's representative or indicative in that cartoon video that it was showing that the people were fooled by Bush, and then here comes Barry Soetoro, who's laughing at everybody who also has them fooled, because here they are fooled with the I Claudius character of Bush, thinking that he's an ignoramus and a dunce, but really all these other machinations are taking place behind the scenes. And then you have Barry Soetoro, who's also just playing the same role and is in fact his cousin. So they haven't gone any step further than what they thought they were at, which I think is what it was alluding to as well.
Interesting. Man, this was fun. This was fun, guys. I really enjoyed this. This breakdown was great. Man, I don't know why we didn't do this one time before. I think we've touched on this before. I think we watched this before, but we never broke it down like this. So you never broke it down like this. I think this was a great episode of the Hotep's Been Told You After Party, guys. Oh, man. But it is getting late. You got anything else, Jay?
Nah, not really.
All right, that's what's up. My ass got to get up to work, even though the kids got a day off of school tomorrow. I'm going to be trudging along. I got a long day tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I got a long day tomorrow. I got a lot of shit to do. Anyway, if you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream, let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing. Could use that constructive criticism, guys. Want to donate to the channel? $ CannonHotep on Cash App. That's $ CannonHotep on Cash App. Super chats, Rumble Rants, always welcome. I appreciate all of the super chats. I appreciate the memberships, Loki. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate it. Mr. Street says, Jay, did you notice the characters in the video had purple around their eyes? And if so, what's your thoughts?
Well, for one thing, that oil that the lady was holding to is also the purple remnant, and there's some more symbolism behind it. I'll get into it another time. I do have the notes on it that we can, if you want, we want to do a part 2 when I dig back into some of the Egyptian and some of the sub-Saharan symbolism. We can do that too. I can press into that a little bit deeper.
Got you. Definitely gonna do that. Anyway, guys, this has been another episode of Hoofy on Tight. This has been another episode of the After Party. Until next time, it's CannonHotep saying be safe, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't pet those goats.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take